ladies and gentlemen, we have a match here that is not actually in the bracket. And I'll explain in just a moment exactly what's happening here. But first, in the bottom right-hand corner of this PvP, we have got Daisy, ladies and gentlemen. So he's going to be playing against the blue Protoss in the top left, which is going to be Mouse Sports HasuObs. Oh dear, oh dear. So here's what's happening. I think HasuObs actually just explained it in chat. This is currently this is a match to determine the 8th to the 12th seeds. Now technically only the top 7 qualify for the Intel Extreme Masters Poland event, but in the event that any of the players cannot go, subsequent invitations will be sent out to the players that qualify 8th to 12th. And that's why these matches are being played anyway. So you're not going to see them in the bracket anywhere, but it's still going to be a pretty exciting high-level match. And also, if what the players are saying are correct, I should really refresh the brackets and see, because it's really been non-stop. I've almost had no time to do that. That also avoids a little bit the Zerg infestation that might actually be happening in the rest of the lower bracket. And actually, it's not that bad. We've got Blind Vortex, admittedly, and Nurchio going to be going up against what looks like Grubby. I'm not sure, but Cass is actually through to the winner bracket finals. So really well played to him there. And no, it's not going to be Nurchio versus Grubby. It's Nurchio versus... oh my goodness. The way the brackets are laid out here are a little bit confusing for me to do while in game. So I'm going to be getting back to this game, and I'll give you an update on them at the end of this series. But hopefully you can enjoy a little bit of PvP action with me here today between Daisy and HasuObs. Now, so far, we've got 2 gases being taken from Daisy, the second gas not yet being taken from HasuObs, and there we go. So, just a small difference of opinion there. Basically, an extra probe before that gas gets put down. And we are going to be going up to 2 gateways here early on before the time next core finishes. Oh, pardon me. So, everything looking pretty okay so far. We've got another pylon going down, so HasuObs is not opting to go for that early second gate. Daisy has not gone for a first cell, he's gone for a stalker. So this second gateway may well pop out another stalker as well. We could see 3 stalkers a little bit in the early game here from him. We'll wait and see if that ends up being his route of choice. In the meantime, HasuObs is going to be moving out across the map with 2 zealots in this early game. He's going to be doing a bit of scouting. And see if he can do a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, by the time he gets to Daisy's base, there's going to be a stalker. In fact, 3 stalkers waiting for him. So that'll be really useful indeed. And he's actually just going to be scouting with this second zealot here. The first one holding the watchtower, and the second one scouting around for proxy gateways. So that is all well and good so far. He's not actually going to be too aggressive with this. I even have a stalker going out, wow, just to check if it's over. Very thorough with his scouting as HasuObs, not wanting to get caught out by anything particularly interesting. Going up the 3 gateways, and there we go, a Twilight Council getting put down early on from HasuObs here. In the meantime, Daisy's still on the 2 gateways. We'll see very shortly what he intends on using his gas to go for. He's getting a couple of sentries as well, in addition to these stalkers who are going to be harassing the heck out of these zealots, who are not going to have a good time here, chilling out against these stalkers. He wants to get up that ramp, and there are 2 more stalkers on top of the ramp there that are going to dispense swift justice upon the stalkers of Daisy that want to pop up out the top of the ramp. And instant blink coming out here from HasuObs. And we also have the robotics facility. So HasuObs is going to be aiming for Blobs play here. Blink Observer, or Blobs for short, because it sounds pretty darn awesome. And in the meantime, we have a robotics facility and a 3rd gateway coming down from Daisy, but after an expansion. So it's going to be 1 base versus 2 base. HasuObs is going to go for Blink Observers. Daisy is just going to go 3-gate robo and try and hold his expansion. Let's see which of these guys comes out on top. Going up to a 4th gate as well is Hasu, so he can keep up the aggression big time. He is not going to be using these units just to expand by the looks of things. He's going to have a good amount of production capability here if he chooses to go aggressive. He can, of course, hold back right now and just opt to expand. So he might end up doing that, I don't know. Or this probe could be for a forward pylon. He's actually moving out across the map by the looks of things. But the problem is, Daisy would have had his natural expansion out just that much earlier. So Hasu might be looking to get very aggressive here. Blink is almost complete, and we have got the Observer being pushed out now. More Stalkers being warped in as well. In the meantime, Daisy, with these sentries and an Observer of his own, is going to be trying to chill out at his ramp. Another Observer being made, so he's not getting Immortals at this time, which would be very, very useful against those Blink Stalkers. Now starting an Immortal, but HasuObs is pushing out across the map right now. Let's see if Daisy can hold this off. The Observer from him. Oh, the Observers actually will see each other briefly. And yes, we have a Stalker. Oh, very nice, blinking out. He will be able to catch this Observer. So close, one more shot. And yes, the Observer gets taken out. That is huge, but don't forget, there's a second Observer right here, and Daisy has actually spotted that there was a blink there. So Hasu giving away the blink game a little bit earlier, and the first Immortal is now out for Daisy. So let's see what HasuObs can do with this particular attack. Those Zealots buying time now. A good force fields. And I sure hope you're not casting right now. Unfortunately, I am. But thank you so much to my friends for not swearing at me for the first thing they say, because that would have been doubly embarrassing. And Daisy right now doing a good job of force fielding them out, and it looks like HasuObs, he might try and blink directly into the main, but the problem is the second Observer from Daisy has done so unbelievably well. Both sides do have an Observer still in play, and Hasu's going to attempt to blink directly into the main base, but the Observer gets sniped off. Hasu has no more high ground vision, and he has to abandon this attack. Great hold from Daisy, and he now has 2 bases to HasuObs 1. Really difficult position to be in. Another Observer getting made from HasuObs. He basically has to try and go for a lot of aggression. Now the alternative is to go back home and expand and try and catch up, and that's what he's doing. But it's going to be so difficult for him. He's blinking on top of the Immortal here. He's going to try, but a second Immortal on the high ground is doing a lot of damage as well, and HasuObs just doesn't have enough. And this is a huge problem for him. Let's look at the income tab right now. Daisy is mining nearly twice as much as HasuObs. He's doing a fantastic job. And Hasu, in the meantime, is being susceptible to a Zealot run by in the main base as well. He's taking out pylons at the moment, but I'd like to see him maybe take out the probes that are mining gas. But no matter. And there we go. Gratza HasuObs is GGing out. Daisy is going to win that game.